maybe I never knew what I really wanted, but looking back I can see it's all clear. I'm still a kid trying to act like they all taught me.
Open up the window, I'm breathing in the last of September.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Lots and lots of cleaning in today's video, but I wanted to start out our morning with a really delicious breakfast. This was a Saturday, Will was home, we made some French toast, eggs, and bacon, and now I'm gonna make a pumpkin spice latte. I couldn't start this fall cleaning day without a pumpkin spice latte, so I took to Craftsy to learn how. Thank you so much to Craftsy for sponsoring today's video. Craftsy is your online resource for all things creative. They offer more than 2,000 exciting classes in over 20 popular categories like crochet, knitting, painting, photography, cake decorating, woodworking, and more. I've been wanting to learn how to make one of these lattes for a few years now, and I'm so glad that I stumbled across this how-to because it was so easy to follow and so delicious. Not only that, but it's one of those things where you likely have everything you need already on hand. I know we did. I had so much fun learning how to do that, but I also wanted to take a class they have called Let's Do Brunch by Robin Miller, and she shares several different amazing brunch recipes, and I can't wait to try some of her techniques. We love brunch in this family, and I'd love to host a brunch for the holidays soon. With Craftsy, you can even connect with other makers and DIY lovers to ask questions and connect. And as a member, you have access to their live streaming tutorials where experts share their knowledge, answer questions, and engage with you in real time. And I have great news because the first 1,000 of you to click the link in the video description will get a full year of premium membership to Craftsy for only $1.49. Valid for new members only. Thank you so much again to Craftsy for sponsoring today's video.
They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low, dancing through the last days.
As y'all know, I am freshly postpartum. We're about a month postpartum, and so keeping up with the house is not our first priority right now, which is why it keeps getting out of control. And it's kind of funny because lots of you are saying, keep making those videos. They're so motivational for me, and I love that. I actually watch other YouTubers' videos doing this same thing in order to get me inspired to clean because I'm in the same boat. When you have a newborn and a toddler, or no matter how many kids you have, it's hard to get stuff done around the house. As a stay-at-home mom and also as a working parent, that's probably even more hard. But anyways, we're just going to get it all reined back in today. So if you're needing the motivation, grab your coffee. Let's do it along together. Our kitchen table is our catch-all space. There was a huge mess there. We had lots of dishes, groceries that we didn't put away, food was out, and our living room is a whole nother story. We have lots of laundry that needs to be put away. The living room is really not that bad ever, but it always looks really bad because there's always like a giant pile of laundry that either needs to be folded or hung up. So lots of messes around the house today. If you're needing the motivation, you're in the right place. Let's get this done together. My favorite thing to do right before I start cleaning the house is to open up the blinds, let the sunshine flood in, and get a cup of coffee. Those are my two things that I will always do before I start cleaning, and it doesn't matter what's going on that day. Those are the two things that you're going to see me do before I even pick up one single dish or pick up any toys off the floor. Before that, I'm just relaxing on the couch with my babies. But once you see me open the blinds and get my coffee, that's when the cleaning begins. That's the two things that really motivate me to just get our house back in order. And I encourage you, if you are feeling down or you feel unmotivated or you feel like you just can't get anything done, to just open up your blinds and get your coffee and see what happens. Because a lot of times, or another thing I do is wash my face and put on a fresh outfit. Even if it's just another lounge outfit, y'all always see me in lounge outfits because that's what I wear around the house. I don't ever dress up when I'm around the house or rarely when I go out either, unless it's a Sunday and we're going to church. But anyways, putting on a fresh outfit, washing your face, opening the blinds, and getting your coffee, those 4 things are such game changers, and you don't think they are until you do them, and then they completely just change your outlook on the whole day. I've heard lots of people say that, and it's true for me, so it might be true for you too. If you're needing an extra little boost today, try those things, and if none of those work, then maybe you should just take the day off, because I have days like that too, where I'm like, nothing is working. I'm just not having a good day. Not necessarily I'm not having a good day, but I'm not going to be productive no matter how hard I try. So I'm just going to relax with my babies and call it a day. And sometimes I feel bad about those days. I'm like, I wasn't productive. I didn't get anything done. But we have to remind ourselves that the most important thing is our kids, especially as stay-at-home moms. That's what we're here for, right? Is to be with our kids and be present when we're raising them. And so that's what I want to make my first priority always. But whenever I open up those blinds and get my coffee, I always get super motivated and get lots of stuff done. It's kind of funny because when we first brought Annie from home from the hospital, it was so easy to get stuff done. And so I was just like, wow, this is not that bad. I'm a great mom of 2. Oliver and Annie we were all driving great. I was getting the house cleaned and stuff. But then I quickly realized losing that much sleep just is not good for anybody. And you start to lose motivation. You start to lose, nobody can function on very little sleep. So we started to feel those things, and I had to give myself some grace, which is why y'all started to see less videos in the last couple weeks, because I was like, I just cannot do it all. I'm going to have to accept that. I can't clean my house, edit videos, or film the videos, edit the videos, and take care of my babies and cook dinner and keep up with everyday life and activities and make sure Oliver gets to go to the fall festival. You can't do it all, and you have to choose what is most important sometimes as a mom. So we've been having lots of that going on around here, but I do feel a lot better after getting my house reset. I feel like we're back to a good start. I want to say a clean slate, but we're back to a fresh start. Annie is kind of leveling out with her sleep now. I'm kind of figuring out her schedule. Her circadian rhythm is kind of getting straightened out. She still doesn't sleep. I don't want to say she doesn't sleep great, because as a newborn, I know a lot of newborns don't sleep very good, and she is a pretty good sleeper. She has a stretch of about 3 to 4 hours. Between the hours of like 10 and 2 or 3, she usually has a pretty long stretch, so that's when I get the most sleep. And at the beginning there, I was using that time to edit videos because I was like, this is my only time. But then when I started to lose enough sleep, I was like, I can't keep up with this without any sleep. So I started using that time to actually sleep in order to catch up. So that's why y'all started to see less videos. But now that she's sleeping more predictably, I guess, during the day, I'm getting like the same naps every day, and I'm getting the same stretches at night. It's easier to predict when I'll be able to sleep and when I'll be able to work. So we're getting it figured out over here, but the newborn days are no joke. If you're going through it right now, we're in this together. We're going to get through it, and we can't forget to just soak up the little baby moments too, because sometimes we forget about that in the thick of it all. But let's get this kitchen all cleaned up. I'm using my Mrs. Meyer spray to wipe everything down. I really am just dying to go to Target. I want to restock on all of my cleaning supplies. I want to go look at all of the Christmas decorations. So I'm probably going to do that this week now that I'm all caught up. I want to go to Hobby Lobby. I'll probably have my mom tag along and help me with the baby so that I can look around. I'll do a Christmas shop with me and share that. But anyways, y'all have to comment down below what ages your kids are, or even if you don't have kids, comment down below what your situation is right now. It's kind of funny because when I just had Oliver just a few months ago, I thought it was so hard to get stuff done with just Oliver, and now I just laugh at myself because I'm like, I could have gotten so much done. I had such like a brain block with that. Because now I realize Oliver was just such an easy kid. He's easygoing. He's easy to work with. He does whatever I do, and now that I have a baby and him, it truly is hard to get stuff done now with a newborn, and I'm like, wow, I wish I could just go back and tell Lauren back then that she had it so easy. But anyways, we're going to get through this stage, and I just cannot wait to see Oliver and Annie grow up together. I'm so excited to have 2 kids. I'm so excited to have a boy and a girl, and I kind of want more now. We'll see what happens in the future. But anyways, comment down below what your situation is right now. How many kids do you have? What are their ages? Are your kids grown and out of the house? Do you not have any kids yet? Let us know.
Take me back into your arms, and I'll never let you down. Let you down. Take me back into your arms, and I'll never let you down. Let you down.
a mom, when do you get most of your cleaning done? I have found now with 2 kids, the best time to clean is during their nap. So I've been trying really hard to get them both down for a nap at the same time every day. And that's been working out pretty well. There are some days where it just does not work out and I just have to accept defeat. But for the most part, what I do is I get Annie and I'll feed her and rock her while Oliver watches a little show in my bed. We're all in my room at this point. And while I am feeding her, I'll scratch his back and we'll slowly, turn off the show whenever it gets to a stopping point, and he will fall asleep like that, and then I will finish feeding her, burp her, and put her down for her nap, and they'll both usually stay asleep for about 2 hours. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. I've had them both sleep for 3.5 hours, which is really nice. I can get lots of stuff done. But that's my big bulk of the day where I can get lots of stuff done around the house. And then, of course, right after they go to sleep, I'll try to get the kitchen cleaned up and stuff like that. But a lot of times at night, I'm just so tired and I'm like, this is my only stretch of sleep that I'm going to get. And if I don't go now, I'm going to miss out. So that's been my mindset lately. So during the day, I just try to keep things tidied up the best I can. Laundry is definitely my biggest challenge because it just makes my living room look terrible when I don't fold it. I can get it all cleaned and on the couch, but folding it and putting it away is really time consuming. So that's been probably my biggest challenge, but we're doing the best we can. We're keeping up, for the most part.
Like a candle in the dark, getting warmer every time I'm with you. Lighting up my space, you do. Like a candle in the dark, getting warmer every time I'm with you. If you ever feel alone, 'cause yeah, sometimes we'll feel alone. In a second, I'll be right there. Turn around, let it rain. Turn around and let it rain on me.
We are getting ready for Oliver's 3rd birthday party. Can y'all believe it? Oliver is going to be 3 years old in 2 weeks. I cannot believe that. That is crazy to me. But we've got to get our house all cleaned up, and I'm trying to decide if I want to decorate for Christmas before his party or after. That's always my struggle every year. I'm like, I really want to decorate for Christmas at the beginning of November, but then when I have everybody over my house, I don't want them to think I'm crazy for decorating too early. So I don't know what we're going to do. I think I'm going to have his party the 2nd week of November this year, so is that a little less crazy to have your Christmas decor up the 2nd week rather than the 1st? I don't know. I just know that we have lots of time for fall decor. We decorate in August, so we have August, September, October. That's 3 months, and we are ready for Christmas by the time November gets here. And so we just have November and December to enjoy our Christmas tree, and that's the best part of the year. So I want to be able to enjoy it for as long as possible. Growing up, my mom always decorated the day after Thanksgiving, but that only gives you 1 month with your Christmas tree. So I think I'm going to decorate before his party this year. We'll see if we can get it done. And just be able to enjoy our Christmas decor for longer. Who knows, I might not be able to get it all done by then, and so then we'll just have our fall decor up. But I think his party decor, he's doing a puzzle in the background. I think his party decor this year is going to be garbage trucks. He loves the trash man. He loves trash truck and all of the hydraulics that go with it. So I think that's what we're going to do, and he wants a bounce house. Do you still want a bounce house? Yeah. So we're going to try to find a bounce house and maybe do some garbage truck balloons on that. That'll be really fun, and have all of his family over. Either that, or I thought maybe we could do the trampoline park. We're kind of trying to decide what we want to do, but that's coming up, so that's exciting. And then we have all of the Christmas decor, and all of the holidays are coming up, so we're super excited. Okay, now we're headed into the living room. We had a big laundry disaster. Like I said, this room doesn't ever get super bad. There's usually toys on the floor, but the reason it always looks so bad is because of the laundry. I always end up putting all of our hang-up clothes on the coffee table there or on the other couch, and then all of the other clothes that need to be folded and put away are over on the love seat. So the whole living room is taken up with laundry. I wish there was another place to do it, but the only other place that makes sense is my bed, and I always have babies taking naps on my bed. So this is the state of this is just how it's going to be for a while. But we're going to get all of the laundry put away. I did have one basket of laundry that I was like, I'm just going to save that for later because I had already folded a load and then I had a bunch of hang-up clothes. So I put that load of laundry in the laundry room, and then we're going to do that later. And we're just going to get the living room cleaned up. And I love having this room clean and the kitchen clean because then if somebody stops by to see the baby, or you know, if somebody comes to my door, I can open the door and feel confident about my house not being a total wreck. We're going to go ahead and put the chairs back down in the kitchen, put the rugs back, and then we'll finish up in the living room. Oliver is at the age now where we always have something that is on this ottoman that needs to be scrubbed up. I think this was chocolate, so I just took my OxyClean and we're going to get that all scrubbed up. We actually organized his nursery a couple weeks back. I'll link that video below. It was like a very intense declutter and organize in several different rooms in the house, and Oliver's room is completely decluttered now. It feels so good. We're actually going to be cleaning in there again today, so I'll kind of share with you what we changed. But we did have some larger toys. He has the little Cozy Coupe car. He has that little blue, I think it's a Fisher-Price car, or a little Tyke something. And then he's got a little wagon and lots of big garbage trucks. So Will decided he was just going to make him a little parking garage inside our garage and put some tape down on the floor and let him park all of his little cars there to kind of keep things organized, because we were storing those all inside and our little house just could not hold that many toys. And these are all toys that he likes to play with on not a daily basis, but he plays with them pretty often, and we didn't want to get rid of them. So we did that. We got him a little parking garage. This little blue car I was going to leave in the living room because he plays with it all the time, but I decided for now it's going to stay there, but later on you're going to see me take that out and put it back in his room. I'm just going to leave it in the floor at the foot of his bed because I don't like it in the living room. I don't know. I mean, it can be out here while he plays with it, but whenever I'm cleaning up, I just like for everything to look very spick and span. So we're going to put that back in his room for now. Little Opie is sitting by the front door there. That's his favorite place to hang out. We're going to go ahead and push the love seat forward. I thought this was going to be way worse, but it actually wasn't that bad. There was just a few crumbs and stuff back here. We're going to get that swept up. There was a few little parts to Oliver's Mr. Potato Head toy. That's his favorite thing right now. Besides garbage trucks, he loves Mr. Potato Head. So I'm going to see if I can find some unique Mr. Potato Heads for him for his birthday. He absolutely loves playing with that. And when he goes to the nursery at church, they have a whole bunch of them. And he could just stay in there for hours putting together the different Mr. Potato Heads. And that's something that I enjoy doing with him too. I think that's so much fun to dress him up and put different parts on him. So I think that's really fun. But let's go ahead and get this living room swept up. I told y'all not too long ago I could not wait to get to these floors, and I finally did today. I had to use the broom because the baby was sleeping. I would typically use the vacuum, but felt really good to get everything swept and mopped. I used some Lysol on the floors instead of Dawn dish soap like we've been doing, and everything just felt so clean at the end of the day.
That you say you want me, oh, my answer's no. Yes, I fell in love with you and tried my best to make you love me. And now that
Times when I'm thinking about us before we got lost and we parted. Back to back we would carry on and we'd do anything for what we started.
I think I finally decided that I want to paint those bookshelves, so I'm going to figure out a darker paint color for them. I feel like that just looks like a very factory color, and I want to do the doorknobs a gold color. And I got some new knobs at Hobby Lobby, but I've misplaced them. I cannot find them anywhere, so I'm probably going to have to go get some new knobs. I kind of wanted to do something a little different than what I got anyways. I want a longer knob, and I ended up just getting a gold circle knob. So we're going to be on the lookout for that soon, get those bookshelves looking cute. I'm going to do that, and then if I still don't enjoy the bookshelves in the living room, I'm going to change to something else. I'm always trying to figure out what I want there, and I just have not, it's not hitting the spot quite yet. But I'm thinking if I paint them, change the knobs, decorate them really cute, especially right at Christmas time, that maybe I can convince myself that that's what we need there. But still playing around with that. We're going to go ahead and mop up the hall here. I put Oliver's little kitchen in the hall here so that him and Annie can play with that little kitchen. But we'll probably switch out the toys we have there. And I think that's just a really fun, neutral place for them both to come out of their room and play.
What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah.
Okay, if you were here last week or the week before when we organized Oliver's room, you're probably like, what the heck happened? And really, it's not that bad. I promise it's organized chaos. He plays with this marble run like every day, so this is always all over his floor and I have to clean it up. And then the red wagon is full of toys that he took to his Nana's a couple days before, so we just had to put those back where they go. But other than that, it really wasn't too bad in here. He's got some larger toys, like that blue car on his bed. I'm going to find a place for that. His school bus, his larger trash trucks, those things I lined up in the closet last week, and tons of y'all told me, why don't you use that vertical space for an organizer? Like, put a better organizer in there. And the reason I didn't do that yet is because he has his big Nugget, and he loves his Nugget. He plays with that all the time. That's probably one of his most played with toys. And I keep saying that. He loves the Mr. Potato Head. He loves trash trucks. But the Nugget is like the one thing that we are playing with all day long, all night long. Will likes to play with it. I like to play with it. It's just fun. And as, you know, Annie grows up, they're going to play on that together a lot. So the Nugget has to stay, and we needed a place to store it. And that little spot in his closet that y'all were saying was nice vertical space is actually the perfect space to put the Nugget. It's like the exact same size. So I ended up putting the Nugget there for now. I would love to just one day have a house where we had a playroom and I could put the Nugget and all of these larger toys in there. But right now we're having to get real creative with the bigger toys. So in his closet right now we have his Nugget, and then I put the two top pieces to the Nugget in his corner, like the corner of his room where you can't really see when you walk in. And so all of the larger trucks that I had lined up last week are now at the foot of his bed. And I'm just going to keep them there because it's really not that big of a deal. So that's where they're going to go for now. And I'm thinking, you know, eventually we'll take his dresser out and just put all of his clothes. He doesn't have that many clothes in his dresser anyways. So we'll take his dresser out and get some cube storage for all of his toys in his room. But as you can see, his closet is just, we're having to get real creative in here. We're running out of space. So we're doing the best we can.
I wide awake, but I keep losing myself in these daydreams. You're right next to me, I can hear you sleep, but I know you're not dreaming of me. Oh, we were so tenderly, looked at the world through rose-colored glasses.
Alright, Oliver's room is all reset. That felt really good. We still had to kind of pick up in Annie's room. We're not going to be doing that in today's video because her room stays pretty clean. She's obviously not old enough to tear that up yet. We had a few hospital papers that I needed to file, and then just some organizers that I needed to put away, and then some of her clothes needed to be put in drawers. So we got that taken care of off camera. We're in the guest bathroom now. We just needed to wipe things down and get this bathroom all reset. But I said in my last little voiceover clip that we're doing the best we can, and that made me think of like when I was growing up with my parents. My dad used to always say, just do the best you can, that's all you can do. And I don't know why, but that made such an impact on me when he would say that. I would always just think to myself, because I can work myself to death. I'm one of those people that thrives on people telling me, you're such a hard worker. And my friend Katie, actually here on YouTube, she posted something on Instagram the other day that made me laugh. It said, if you're one of those people that grew up and thrived on people telling you you're such a hard worker, how's the burnout in your 30s going? And I thought that was so funny because I really will work myself into a burnout where I just like don't want to do anything, which is kind of what happened here recently, where I was working myself to death as a newborn mom, and then I had to remind myself, what?
It's crying.
Oh, Annie's awake. We'll be right back. Okay, we've got Annie up from her nap, and Oliver's actually here with me too, so this is going to be the last clip of my voiceover. But what I was saying is I have to remind myself to cut myself some slack sometimes, because I will work and work and work and just work myself to death. And I'm telling that to y'all too, so if you're like that too, give yourself a break once in a while, because I know a lot of things seem really important, like we need to get them done right now, but if you sit there and really think about it, we're so small, we're not that important. That's what we have to remind ourselves. What we're doing is important, but it's not that important as to like sacrifice your mental health and your family and all of that. So just give yourself a break once in a while and allow things to just go by the wayside and not get done. That's so hard for me to do. So I'm speaking to myself. But anyways, let's get this guest bathroom all cleaned up, and we are going to be done for the day. We got lots and lots done this week, lots of cleaning done, lots of resetting, organizing, decluttering, and I am so excited to start all of the Christmas decorating. So y'all come back next week. We'll probably have a Christmas shop with me and maybe some other stuff going on. So excited about that. Thanks so much for listening to me ramble today. I hope y'all got something done along with me. If you did, leave it down in the comments below, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!